Hi everyone, this is Kelly Keisha coming to you today to talk to you, those of you that are in multi-level marketing, direct sales, and network marketing, why it's so crucial that you spend time building a personal brand that supersedes your network marketing company. Now, many of you know I've spent many years in the network marketing industry. I've coached thousands of people all over the world, many different languages and time zones throughout the years, and work with a variety of different types of people and different types of companies throughout my career. And as I began to specialize in branding about 5, 6, 7 years ago, it became more and more evident to me that those who were focusing more on adding value by way of their personal brand were the ones that were growing much quicker than those who were branding their actual companies. So let me talk to you about what that looks like here for a second, because in most companies you're taught to go out and promote the company itself. Get the company's business cards, use the company's name, use the company's website. In fact, there's a new company that just started here recently that is touting the fact that they have a huge social media campaign that is going to enable their distributors or their reps to build their company a lot easier. And all you see now on Facebook is all these people promoting this one company by way of their banners or their infographics and all that great stuff. But what happens when you do that is you become one of the black cows in the herd. You're not the pink cow because you're not standing out. You're the black cow because everybody else who's joined that company is promoting it as well. So when it comes to omnipresent branding, you want to be the only person in your niche. You want to dominate that niche. You want to be the only person that comes to the top of someone's mind when they think of your specialty. Now, can you be with a multi-level marketing company and have your own specialty? Absolutely. That's where brand faceting comes in, and if you've seen my brand omnipresence videos, you're probably aware of the fact that I use 69 different facets to brand my clients. Now let's get back to multi-level marketing here for a minute, because far too often you and I both see people out at networking events and out there building their businesses or online promoting their companies. And one of the things that I work with people on is getting lots of business, attracting lots of business by not talking about your business. Now, you probably know as well as I do that when you post on Facebook things about your animals or beautiful quotes or your children, you get a lot of mileage out of those types of postings. But the minute you post something about your business, it's kind of like the seas divide. Almost like when you go into church on Sunday and everybody knows that you're the Mary Kay girl or the Juice Plus person. Same thing when you go to a networking event. As soon as you get labeled as someone in that industry, unfortunately, as good as the industry is, people automatically prejudge and they've already decided that they don't want to do business with you. And that's what I'm trying to help you avoid here. So don't you think it would be easier if you learned to lead with your brand? And it's not something, once you have the brand, that you even have to do consciously. See, I believe that you can let your brand do the heavy lifting for you. What does that mean? It means that you get to show up and everybody knows your name and everybody knows how magnificent you are because of the value that you bring to the world. And this is what I want you to kind of be conscious of here. When you're branded, you don't have to go out and sell yourself. One of the most uncomfortable things to say at networking events to each other is, "Hi, what do you do? And who are you?" But when you have a brand and you're top of mind in that niche, people already know who you are. So it takes away that whole uncomfortable feeling of having to sell. So starting today, here's what I want you to do. I want you to decide, you know what? I'm not going to go out and build my multi-level marketing company anymore. I'm just going to go out and be me. Now, there's a strategy that goes along with this, and I don't have the time to go into that today on the video, but what if you just went out with the idea that you're just going to be yourself and you're going to try to find ways to add as much value out there as you possibly can? Because at the end of the day, you're not selling your multi-level marketing company and you're not selling the products. You're really selling you. People are buying into you. So what if today you could go out and you were a person whose main mission was to share your message with the world and create an inspiring movement that inspired everybody to want to join arms with you, lock arms with you and move along in that movement? Well, that's kind of how it works in personal branding. We help you develop a message, attach that message to a movement, and go out there and powerfully represent yourself with something that inspires you at the cellular level. And what does that look like? Well, I ask my clients, because right now I'm teaching a program called Jumpstart Your MLM, and on Friday I asked my students, What would you be selling if we took away the MLM, you the person? What are you really selling to these people? And the kind of answers that I got were, I'm selling financial freedom. I'm selling time freedom. I'm selling hope. I'm selling happiness. I'm selling people's dreams come true. I'm selling a lifestyle. First and foremost, selling a lifestyle is key because people want a piece of what you have. So those are the things that we're selling. So often in multi-level marketing, people are so quick to grab their flip chart or present their company branded business card. And people ask me all the time, well, my company says I should be using their business cards. And I understand that. Listen, many of these companies are multi-million and billion-dollar corporations who didn't get to where they are without people like us building their brands. So of course they want us out there building their brands. But in a sea of people who, many of which have their own multi-level marketing companies, by you going out there and representing your company, you immediately divide the seas into many different directions because all those other people who have their own MLM aren't even going to listen to you. And the ones who potentially will listen to you already think they know what you're selling. So you're not even going to get to the point of the second appointment. So I beg you to understand a little bit more about personal branding. And if you haven't had a chance to, go to my website, kellykeisha.com, and download your free copy of the Bankable Branding Formula. And if you also go to brandomnipresence.com, you can get a copy of my Brand Omnipresence video. It's about 40 minutes long, but it's very in-depth information on the top 10 facets that I use in branding. Now, remember, there's 69 facets, and it takes a little bit of time to understand all of them and how to use them interchangeably. But what I want you to remember is, you already are the diamond. My job is just to dust off the diamond and polish the facets in a way that your expertise, your passions, your love for life, your zest for what you're doing for a living shines through, and the business kind of is in the background. Because when people are attracted to you, you don't have to sell them on what you do. They're already in love with you as a person. And that's really what this type of personal branding and marketing is all about. So I hope you learned a little bit today. I'll be back later on this week with some more tips, and I encourage you to own your world. Signing off.